Well, welcome back. Now, Nico, of course, is going to show us another wonderful recipe using pork. And of course, pork more than anything is the one thing that does unite all parts of Italy. Now, Nico, what are you going to take us through? Which region with this recipe?
We're going to take another part of the pork, another recipe that I get from my nonna, from my grandmother. It's called the maiale al latte. Well, actually it's a braised pork in milk. And we're going to use the pork rack, so they contain the fat outside to give the extra taste with the milk. And that is a pretty basic recipe that's been made a bit everywhere, I think, in Italy, but like especially in the Marche and Emilia-Romagna. So there is more people's different way to do it, but we got my own one that my nonna teach me.
So this maiale al latte is a recipe that does hail from Emilia-Romagna and of course the Marche region, and it's a beautiful winter dish. And the wonderful thing about the milk is that it actually tenderizes the actual meat, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So let's take our people through this. Let's go.
Okay, we're going to use first things of all some leek, some nice brown onion, nutmeg, dried bay leaves.
Bay leaves is I guess a herb that's quite synonymous with this dish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it just works very well.
Milk.
Milk.
We're having our beautiful pork rack.
So this is a pork rack, so they've cut off all the bones?
Yeah, it just got the part of the rib coming out.
All right, so let's get going with the recipe.
Okay, we're going to pour a kind of, I think, roughly a liter of milk. Should be enough for
So, and how much what's the weight of this pork rack?
That's going to be like,
2.5 kilos?
No, less than that. Less? Going to be like less than 2 kilos.
So less than 2 kilos will take how much milk?
Less than 2 kilos we take like 1 liter 200 of milk.
Okay.
Be sure here we got 1 liter.
Okay.
I think would be enough. I'm pretty sure of it.
Okay.
Let's pour all over it. We're going to throw in the leek, roughly chopped. 1 leek. The second part we're going to throw in some onion, just brown onion, always roughly chopped.
How easy is this recipe to do? It's just a great
It's a very easy recipe that everyone can do. Bay leaves, we put it through it.
That's a lot of bay leaves, Nico.
Is what gives it the flavor.
Okay.
1 whole nutmeg, we grate it in.
A whole nutmeg?
Yes.
Wow.
To give the extra kick, yeah?
And of course, this recipe often does call for cinnamon, but of course, Nico has taken this recipe from his grandmother, and you prefer the nutmeg. I guess it's not as strong.
It's not as strong and not as sweet, even because it comes like already when it's gonna come out. They got this like sweet and sour taste. And more than that, what we got to use different from all one. We're gonna use some vinegar instead of cinnamon. Okay. We're putting just a drop of vinegar.
Now, what sort of vinegar is that? Because that looks like very expensive vinegar to me.
That is a nice white vinegar. It's a good brand one. It's not pretty cheap.
Let me just check this. It's Emilian white
vinegar.
Vinegar.
We're gonna put in some pepper.
Beautiful.
Up to taste, yeah?
I'm not going to ask you what sort of pepper.
No, don't. And some salt.
That's a private joke. As you can see, Nico and I work very well together here at the restaurant, don't we, Nico?
She's pretty funny.
We argue.
Extra virgin olive oil, all the Italian love.
I must say, Nico, that you so remind me. Your skills are quite well honed. I know, because I know you've also travelled to the northern part of Italy to get a lot of your training. Yeah. And I guess you can shake hands with Rita and beautiful Michele because you all have the same skill, and you're probably the best chefs I've worked with. So, thank you.
That's pretty good. A good compliment, finally.
Absolutely.
Now, the good part of this dish is that we're gonna let to marinate it. So the meat gonna suck the milk.
Absorb the milk.
Exactly.
And the flavours that you've immersed in there.
That was more polite than what I say. So first of all, how you can see, I sit in a part of the bone on the milk. Yeah. We're gonna close. Leave it in the fridge for 6 hours. After 6 hours, we pull it out. We turn in the other part, so the fat of the rib must stay
immersed in the
milk. And after another 6 hours, we're ready to cook it.
So Nico, now it's been beautifully marinated for 12 hours. So
Yes.
our next step is we've got to put the oven on. Now for our viewers at home, we've had this beautiful piece of pork marinating for 12 hours.
Yeah, 6 in one part, 6 in the other part.
Yes.
And now we're gonna put it in a preheat oven in 170 degrees, 175. They're gonna cook for 2 hours, 2 hours and a half.
Okay. Okay. So our oven, what does it need to be? What temperature?
The oven must be 170 degrees, so we're gonna slow braise.
So
yeah?
slow braising. Okay, beautiful. So Nico, our pork is ready. 2.5 hours cooking.
Yeah.
And of course you've got to let it cool down so we can get to
Like
the sauce.
everything, we're leaving like rest for a bit. So now the pork is being cooked. Yeah.
You can see that the milk sort of coagulates because all the fat comes out into the milk.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what it should look like. And the smell is to die for.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. All right, so Nico, next step.
Next step, we're gonna move this away, please.
All right, Nico, so we're going to just remove the pork.
Do you see how nicely it's been braised?
Beautiful.
We place it here for a second, and after we're gonna cut it up. And now we got all the sauce that we're gonna move in a rubber cup, yeah?
There we go. Now, of course, in order to bring this dish up to restaurant standards, it's not just about the flavour, it's about how it looks. So the important thing is about now blending the sauce.
Yeah, creating a nice sauce to serve with, yeah?
Yeah, so it's lovely and creamy. All right, so we've got all our sauce here in the RoboCoupe. Now now why are you adding the butter?
To emulsify a bit the sauce, to give it a bit of thickness.
Okay.
So we're just gonna about around less than 100 grams of butter, around 80 grams. Something like
I
that.
guess the butter gives us its lovely shine too, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we're closing it
And away we go.
and we're starting. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, go! Now we're gonna put it up. If you can pass me a plate, please.
Absolutely.
We show just to put it up one. We're getting one nice rib. Now we see how we're gonna move it, yeah?
And this is a terrific dish to serve up. You can serve lots of people all at the same
Can
time.
you see the pinky color? They got the pork, yeah? If I can show you to the camera. Can you see it? Juicy and pink. Now we got this juicy and pink rib, and we're gonna place in the middle of the plate. Okay. Pretty poor presentation for a poor plate. Doesn't need that much, yeah?
Doesn't need much, it's so rich.
We're gonna get some nice sauce.
And I guess for our viewers at home, in terms of accompaniment, something nice and green. It can be broccolini, can be sautéed spinach, sautéed
Whatever
black
you want.
cabbage.
Nothing they're gonna be that heavy, you know?
No.
Nothing they're gonna cover the flavor of the pork.
Yep, absolutely.
So now we're gonna just place the sauce on top.
There we go. Look at that. It's to die for. That looks like lots of calories.
Yeah, this actually is the last things that I like to do. You just a touch of olive oil, if you can pass me to.
Okay.
And the plate gonna be finished. That's it.
Oh, look at that. So, of course, for our viewers at home, I hope you have enjoyed this program. We have brought to you the amazing suckling pig. Now, that is an extravagant dish. It's something that does require a little bit of skill that I think that both Nico and Michele have shown us tonight. And then, of course, you've got this dish. No more, less exciting, but just probably easier to do at home.
Easier, cheaper to do than the suckling pig because
That's
they're pretty
right.
expensive.
Yeah.
But still got class.
It's got class, and of course, if you can't get the pork rack and you can only use the loin of pork, you can do that as well. I mean, you can use different cuts with this, but this is our preferred cut because there's a bit of fat, there's a bit of bone. It's just, well, in terms of restaurant, that's what we love.
Now we got two beautiful testers. Okay, they're gonna taste our food. They're gonna tell us if it's good or not. Okay.
Yes, most importantly. Alrighty.
Let's try.
The lovely Millie and Allegra, okay. Now, yum, look at that. That is just like butter on a stick.
Okay. Don't be scared.
Okay.
Open up. Open up. Here you come. Here you come. Leave it. You need to eat it. You need to eat it. Hey, come. Allegra, which piece? This one or the bigger one?
That one.
This one?
Okay.
Okay.
Quick.
Come on. 1, 2, 3. That's it. You see?
It's
Happy and fitted.
That's really special. Saluti. Grazie, Nico. You've excelled yourself
Salut.
again. Bene. Lenny.
al bicchiere di vino.
Yeah, do a big wave, big wave. Bicchiere di vino.
Ciao!